Check it out. A first for the channel. We have our first utility knife with swappable blades. Straight out of Hong Kong. This is the Hightron HK02, and you're going to want to check this out. Stay tuned. What's up, Cripple Crew? This is EDC with DVD, Disabled but Deadly. And today we're looking at the Hightron knives folding utility knife with swappable blades. I've been excited to check this out. One, because I haven't checked any others out, and I've wanted to check some of these out. And they like the button lock Elementum with the razor blades. There's so many of them coming out. The EXO, there's a lot of them. But Hightron Knives is a new company. They are their own, doing all their own production, all their own in-house manufacturing. And they've been working on their first 3 designs for the last 2 years before they dropped them. This one is their first design, the HK01. And my review on my first thoughts and unboxing experience on this dropped yesterday, so you're going to want to check that out. I am pretty impressed with how thin and slicey this blade is, and how they can take an over 8-inch knife and drop it down to under 3 ounces. So check that out. But this isn't what we're here for. Before we get into the HK02 utility knife, make sure that you stab that like button, like you mean it, /subscribe. I'd love to have you here, and you're not going to want to miss all the dope knife and EDC content coming your way. Also, drop a comment below. Let me know what's in your pockets. All right, enough of that. Let's get to this. So, when Hightron reached out to me and I saw their first lineup, the first 3 knives, I was really intrigued. I wanted to check out the HK01 with its sick 14C 28N blade, but I was also very intrigued by this utility knife. And their packaging is very minimal, trying to keep costs down. We're gonna bust this open. This was opened yesterday. I did an unboxing video on this and the HK01 and accidentally deleted it. So that's on me. But we're going to pull this out and show you what you get. You've got your prerequisite troll Skittles. This was in a bag, but the bag is still covered in oil. Both of these shipped with enough oil to lube a baby elephant. But it has been wiped down a bit, and I did not want to put it back in that bag. You get a multi-tool for adjusting and for swapping that blade, though it's not necessary to swap the blades. And you get a pack of 10 SK02 blades. So that's pretty dope. The knife itself, we're looking at G10 scales with a carbon fiber overlay. And it comes with this black carbon fiber or a silver carbon fiber. Or you can get just a plain green G10 if you don't like the carbon fiber overlay. Got the Hightron logo on the pivot, but I love that they're not putting their name on the pocket clip. You do have a G10 almost full-length backspacer with a lanyard loop, which is actually nice for when you're trying to pull out a tool, or use something that's a little bit smaller. We have a deep Gary tip up, as the gods demanded, pocket clip that is not reversible, but it does go in and out of the pocket very well. We're looking at a T8 pivot with T6 hardware all around, including on your thumb stud or your removable stud to swap the blade. And you're looking at black hardware all around except for the pocket clip. That's a minor miss. That would have looked sick black, but it still goes with the silver blade, so it doesn't look bad. Let's pop this thing open. This thing flies open. Whether you use the thumb stud for your thumb or you rocking that reverse flick, it flies out. The button lock action is very nice. It closes for me without, I don't get bounce back. I'm not getting button stick. Maybe the slightest hint of button stick. And the only thing is if you push it too far, sometimes it'll slow it down a little bit. But it's really easy to find that sweet spot. And actually, now that it's breaking in, it's no longer arresting that blade when I push it in. So it looks like that worked its way out already. Very, very snappy action. I'm really impressed by that. I like how much of this blade edge is exposed. So many of these swappable blades give you half or even less of the utility blade to use, which makes it harder to make some of the, longer cuts without slipping out of them. And the nice thing about a straight edge is you maintain the pressure of that cut all the way till the end. So the longer edge you have, the longer you can maintain that pressure. This thing is going to be great as a cardboard destroyer. If you're cutting up PVC, whatever your plastic, whatever you're cutting with, anything, if you're cutting a box from Hong Kong that's covered in tape and you don't want to get the tape glue all over your nice blade, bust out your utility blade. Measurement wise, we're looking at a total length of 5.5 inches, 3 1/4 or 3.14 inch handles, and you're looking at 1 1/4 inches tall. Nice and compact. If you're up here at the pivot, I do have a full 4-finger grip, and there is protection between you and the blade right here. So you can choke all the way up here without worrying about nicking yourself with that razor blade. So you've got all that edge and you're protected from it. I like that. You can grab it back here in a 3.5 finger grip, but I think right here is really comfortable and still safe. To swap the blade, you just release this, and I've got a little bit of grease on my fingers, so we're going to use their little multi-tool and their T6 on the multi-tool. We're just going to crank this out a little bit. You lift the blade up, slide it out, slide your new one in, lock, push it down, and then just give this a twist to lock her back in. It's that easy. That blade is locked in there tight, and the lockup on this is rock solid, left, right, up and down. We are perfectly centered. All in all, the fit and finish of this is really nice. It doesn't need liners, it's just solid G10, which is what's helping to keep that weight down. And your standard plunge lock. I think this is a fantastic option for only $40. $40, and it comes with the little tool to adjust, which has a flathead and a Phillips on it, a couple other tools, and 10 blades. To me, that's a pretty good deal. I would definitely recommend this for anybody looking for a swappable blade utility type tool. It's a razor blade, so we shouldn't have any issue cutting paper, but we'll do it anyway. Oh yeah, it's razor sharp. So, production razors are gonna be sharp, but you can see right there, you can use this for all of your slicing needs. I really dig this little guy. This is definitely going to go on the would recommend list. And I think y'all should check Hightron out. They're doing some cool things already. They got the 3 models out already that look good. I've got 2 of them and digging them. They've also got another line coming out soon that they're being very hush-hush secret squirrel about, but I'm pretty excited. They're doing their own thing, which means they can take constructive criticism and make changes in line. So check them out. They'll be linked below. That's a non-affiliate link, so no worries about that. Just check them out. Let me know what you think. Do you have any of the, the newer modern button lock, whatever, swappable utility blades? Do you use it often? What do you use yours for? I hope everybody has a killer weekend. Stay safe, stay frosty, and most importantly, stay deadly.